Hi, Abras, Cadabras, and Alakazams. It is I, the great KDB, and Sumir you might hear, and I are gonna show you 6.25, baby. We got a lot of stuff to cover. So yeah. But why are we in Rats at Hand? Well, we got a certain person we need to talk to. A certain assistant of an inspector of sorts. But in order to do that, we do need the right cosplay. So... perfect. Though I think we need the right title, though. So where's my gentlewoman title? There we go. Alright, Wind Up Violet. We're gonna tuck you away for now. To get... Where's my best boy? Where is he? There he is! Perfect. I just like the songbird hat. I've got the songbird hat and boots. Just to sort of, like, complete the ensemble. So we have a Nashu. And she's got a case for us. A lunar conspiracy. Nashu awaits your approach like a butterfly poised to set off a hurricane. Sumiri, I have a new lead, and as I promised, you're the first to know. Cuts to everybody behind me. Oh, someone's doing a Godbird cosplay. Oh, that's cool. Before we get into details, though, I should give back your soul container. I gave it a good scrub first, of course. Being the gentle man that he is, I'm sure the inspector wouldn't want to leave any lingering spiritual odors. Thanks. Now, there. Now you can listen to my findings without having distracting thoughts like, when is Nashu going to give me back my soul container? Now, for the lead I mentioned, I was stumbling through a periodical. I'd found an article on alien abduction. The way it was described was almost exactly what happened to the inspector. It even had a little diagram of a man swimming up air. Anyway, the author seemed convinced the victim had been taken to the moon. Oh, does this sound like the kind of rubbish the Terrarian Truth publishes? Actually, this crackpot theory sounds awfully familiar. That's because it is. You remember Dorian, the editor in Briefs? He was the one who wrote it. And he plans to doing research on the next edition on the moon itself. Apparently there's a portal somewhere in Garlemald that'll take you straight there. Oh, but a world-hopping adventurer like you must have been to the moon already. You know, like the back of your hand, I bet. Yep, been to the moon, baby. I thought so. Yeah, it'd be nice to have an expert guide me up there to help me search for clues. What do you say? To the moon, Nashu! We shouldn't be so quick to trust the nonsensical ramblings of a man who sees aliens in every shadow. Who cares? To the moon, Alice! I mean, to the moon, Nashu! Right, I'll start packing my bags. I don't know what the weather's like on the moon, but I remember Garlemald being a bit chilly the last time I was there. Is that Godbird guy still here? Oh, damn, he... Oh, well, we'll go to Camp Broken Glass. Cheeky teleport away! Okay, where are we? I gotta find that Godbird guy. Where is he? Oh no, okay. It's so much colder than I remembered! I sure hope this lunar gate is close. It's all the way over there. The Tower of Babel? You mean that huge big spiky spire? We definitely shouldn't get lost on our way there. Let's get moving. Oh, man. Oh, man, the Garlemont. Walker's Garlemont, I guess you could say arc, was so freaking tragic, man. Oh. I still have to, like... Because when you play Endwalker, you're like, oh, man, what? We beat the final boss already? What's going on? You're like, lads, you're not ready for what the actual story of Endwalker is. No one expected it. But here we are. Someone's got a rat. There he is. There's that Godbird cosplayer. What's this adventure plate looks? Yeah, that's... I have an unlimited disdain for French / Germany only players. So, this thing will send us up to the moon just like that. Get courage, Nashu. Good. The world is in grave danger and the people deserve to know. I have to reach the moon so I can expose the truth. As I explained to you twice already, I can only allow passage to authorized travelers, which you are not. So you're with them, aren't you? The aliens have infiltrated every layer of our society. What in blazes are you talking about? I'm Damascan, born and raised. Oh look, it's Dorian, the editor in briefs. That's Delian, editor in chief. Thank you very much. And you were the friends of the abducted, I believe. Sumeri, greetings. Are you acquainted with this man by any chance? No. Nor am I affiliated with him in any shape or form. He exposited in my direction. Once. Well, that was enough, I'd wager. He has trouble written all over him. Sumeri, as in Sumeriamite, slayer of gods, savior of Ishgard, liberator of provinces, stealer of pants. How did I fail to recognize such an unbelievably famous individual? As champion of the people, you have my duty to lead us through this fact-strangling checkpoint. We cannot let your comrade abduction go unsolved. He needs you, and the world needs my next article. And you believe he was taken to the moon? Well, that certainly sounds like an emergency to me. Your acquaintance here seems sincere in his desire to help, so I'll grant him special dispensation to accompany you just this once. You may proceed to the Nethergate. Mysterious forces have justice together, and though I trust the fates about as much as I trust that obviously compromised gate guard, I will leave no moonstone unturned. The truth is up there. And we're all here to the moon. No other NPC? I just snatched you? Okay. Oh no, they're still in there. Is this it? Are we here? Ah, the moon is so white and shiny up close. Sniff, sniff. But not made of cheese. And there's no sign of Inspector Hildebrand either. So, we've arrived already? The Empire's technology is more advanced than I feared. Over there! The aliens have built some kind of forward base on the lunar surface. He must sneak in and blow the lid on their invasion plans. Looks like Dorian has the lead. Come on, we should follow him. This is... oh no, giant person! Oh no. Aliens! Honest to God's aliens. I never expected to be so tall, or so small and bunny-like. Oh man, I love to watch her. Welcome. If I had known I was receiving so many visitors, I would have sent for more tea. That voice, speaking in my head. I don't know the words, but their meaning is clear. Are they wielding psychic powers to try and brainwash me? Are you alright, friend? Need help with anything in particular? And this one speaks our tongue fluently. Learned it from your Charlene collaborator side wager. Don't think you'll fool me with your adorable bunny nose and silken ears. I'll print the truth before you arrive to beguile my fellow men. You're one of Ange's friends, aren't you? I'm not sure who or what put such odd ideas in your companion's head, but would you mind setting him straight for me? The Loffords are not alien invaders, although their adorberness does not belie their capacity for shenanigans. The Loffords are allies of all mankind. Beguiled attempts to make us live off carrots alone, notwithstanding. They were going to make us live entirely on carrots. I forgot, yeah. Yes. They were going to force feed us all those carrots to make us orange. And or purple or red. They had many different colours. They got to you, didn't they? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I heard rumours about the disbanded Scions of the Seventh Dawn, the formerly secret society, has in truth become the most secret, has become all the more secret, and that I may pull our leader's strings from the shadows. Hold it right there, mister. I won't stand here and listen to you slander Sumeri, or this lovely bunny any longer. You better not libel them either. We actually came to search of Inspector Hildebrand, a dashing gentleman who we think was brought here by a shiny flying saucer. You wouldn't happen to have seen either of them around here, would you? I'm afraid I have seen neither. Long it was my duty to keep watch, but as the need for constant vigilance has since ended, I have grown accustomed to idleness. It's rather refreshing, really. Anyway, perhaps the Loffords may have observed this man, or his abductor. Well, I wouldn't have remembered if I had. The others might have seen something, though. Why don't you go look over Bestway's Burrow so you can ask them about it yourself? That sounds a wonderful idea. Please lead the way. If nothing else, seeing an eye full of facilities we built for the benefit of mankind should help reassure your suspicious friend here. Good old the Watcher. Big, tall, gentle giant of a lad. Ah, cool. Instant warped here. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I knew it. Seeing the burr and all its magnificence has left your friend speechless. Good gods. So many bunnies! If they could build a forward base on this scale, then what hope does mankind have against them? Oh, for the love of carrots, this is not a military operation. Do you see any cannons or assault craft? We haven't any weaponry at all. Take your time and chat with whoever you like. As for me, I've got plenty innocuous and not at all nefarious things to do. Bye now. Alright, let's go on with the investigation. Nash and Dillian are accompanying you. Yep, the usual. Look, they even have a meteorite here. A meteorite? A convenient tool for meeting with their Charlian conspirators, no doubt. Oh, to tell you meteorites are an Alekin invention, but it's really just one of the many alien technological secrets received in exchange for their undying loyalty. Link pearls too. Be careful what you say in those private calls. The Charlians are always listening. And the Charlians are actually lizard people! Oh man. Where am I supposed to? This way? Yeah, we're on this level. Language Loperate. Oh, I often stretch my legs out to under the stairs. No, I can't say I've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Sorry. Not to worry. We'll try and look elsewhere, thank you. Furry-faced liars, the lot of them. They're probably hiding an entire fleet of an alien attack craft. Discuss the machinery beneath the floor. Cor, what a big fan! It must get hot in here. Propulsion engine. Of course, this is no mere moon. It's a space station. You know the satellite upon which we stand? Was never a natural celestial body, right? It was a grand fabrication of the ancients. They were in contact with aliens even back then, but the purpose of their ambitious construction has eluded us until now. It's obvious that the moon is a colossal starfaring vessel. Well, yeah, we were meant to, abandon the planet and, go off into space. But then the Depression monster came. And no matter where we went, the Depression monster would still get us. I can't believe the people never came, and we worked so hard to prepare for their arrival too. Offer it promoter. Since we came to build the XIV 6000, we get all kinds of people around here. Would you believe your missing friend? Could you describe your missing friend in a bit more detail? Well, he's a very gentlemanly and dapper, and if you look past the almost certainly tattered state of his clothing, though their fashion sense could be a bit electric, our visiting adventurers have always dressed impeccably. Not to be rude, but I have a feeling your friend would have stood out in that crowd. He's probably strapped to a table somewhere, even as we speak, enduring unspeakable Oh, sorry, that's Dillian. He's probably strapped to a table somewhere, even as we speak, enduring unspeakable experimentations. Shudder. From what I've pieced together so far, the giant alien is the master, and all these smaller xenobuddies are artificial life forms created to serve as minions in his armies. This hapless appearance is part of the strategy. As soon as you let your guard down, snap! They'll take you down like a pack of tiny herbivorous wolves. Dorian has some interesting theories, doesn't he? Being nibbled to death by a mob of cuddly bunnies. Doesn't that sound like a bad way to go? Weaving way. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. No gentleman in ragged clothes, I'm afraid, but I did spot an object in flight that I couldn't immediately identify. It was while I was out gathering materials in a south amatorium. I presumed it was just some elegant relic or a new species of floating jellyfish. I didn't think much of it. Core, that sounds promising. Thank you for your time. What's this then? A pod for growing new xeno bunnies? It must plan to produce them in the millions and overwhelm us with sheer fuzzy numbers. How could I have been so blind? Those aren't ears, they're psychic wave generators. They lure people so close to their precious little faces, and then bam, brainwashed. I figured it all out, alien scum. Once the world reads my special edition, her dreams of domination will be done for. Ha! What a strange and oddly aggravating man. Is he a friend of yours too? He thinks he's a friend of the people, but I don't think any people are his friends. Right, let's get out there and find that flying object. You know which direction is south? Right, I'm coming with you. Don't leave me alone with the brainwashing xeno bunnies. I'm not sure to describe what I saw, but you'll know it when you see it. Oh, screw. Whoops. Oh, screw. Let's just... we'll just fly here. It'll be somewhat vaguely quicker. Just fixing my inventory. Don't judge me. My pockets are full of crap, and I love my pockets full of crap. I'm just trying to get my Dragoon to level 60 so I can get the Garo event gear, get the title, then glamour it. But man. It's a shame you can't mine for cheese on the moon. Missed opportunity to get like some like lunar cheese like furniture. That would have been great. And someone's got the fat chocobo mount. Classic. There's quite a gaggle of people. Search for the flying object. Oh, where could it be? Oh, there's Argos! Now she was romping around with Argos. I'm forgetting why she was out here. The alien is searching high and low for any sign of alien vessels, like a true professional. You gotta look up. There he is. Oh. I can see it. Just let me tag it. This thing got there, so it'll offer it. It looks so cute. I hope it's a mount. Well, a familiar ute dangles beneath the alien craft. Best pretend you didn't see that. What? What? But it... Do we need to target the actual alien craft itself? I just want to know, who's he got? Who's... Ah, there it is! And there it goes, come on, we can't let it get away! This has turned into quite the case. You could say this case is out of this world. We did it, Sumeri. We found Inspector. Case closed. Horrendous. Only aliens could subject a man to such callous and physical and plausible fate. Is this a Chainsaw Man reference? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Do you see a whole field of planted Hildebrands? Well, well, what a delightful surprise to see you. Well, wherever here happens to be. Okay, My, what an impressive specimen of a gentleman you are, good sir. Same good said for you, my good man. His extemporaneous gentleman's club, if I may be so bold to join you. I just like that they're sipping tea. What in the name of the occult is happening here? Where did they all come from? The phantom Hildebrands created from their fraction of starlight through swamp gas. They could be Hildebrand clones, grown in an alien's laboratory flesh vats. Imposters, you mean? Don't worry, I know how I can find a real inspector. Pulls out a bomb. Yay! Cease and desist, Nashu. Use your powers of deduction, not destruction. They're also authentic and synchronized. Honestly, I can't tell the difference. Oh, look no further, for I am the one and only Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. The one and only? I believe that would be me, good sir. How odd! You think you can? Yeah, I think you'll find out I am the original Hildebrand. Oh, and I am more than certain I am Hildebrand. As am I, and I am Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. Could it be that we're all Hildebrand? That we are all Hildebrand? How positively marvelous! I propose we celebrate this auspicious moment what only a mob of Mandeville man can. Oh no. What manner of walking nightmare is this? Gotta love the Mamba. Oh no, they're calling the UFO! That's the real one. Yay! Apologies for the confusion, my friends. I assure you that this time you stand in the presence of the inimitable Hildebrand Hildebrand Maximilian Mandeville. And this diminutive blue chap here is my new associate, Master Poo Poo. Another alien species! Of course, you're building a clone army to invade our star, and what we stumbled upon was a field test. Oh, I do not believe we've had the pleasure, my excitable fellow. Well, I promise you that the most amicable Master Poo Poo has no desire to wage any clone wars, nor the Phantom Menace, nor the Revenge of the Sith. Well, what's this all about? Are you telling me that you weren't abducted? A simple misunderstanding! The frickin' echo! Ah, this should clear everything up. Oh, what a charming little rascal you are! An offshoot of the Mandragora family, perchance. Poo poo, poo 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 poo. Poo poo. I see. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Poo Poo. I appear to be on the goddamn moon. Might inquire you to our current whereabouts. I had but recently reunited with Nashu and Sumiri. I would greatly appreciate it if you could convey me back to my prior location. Splendid! Full speed ahead, my dear fellow. Steady on now. This is not what I had in mind! My word, you've generated a veritable battalion of identical gentlemen! Surely the world could never safely contain so much pure Mandervillain magnificent. Could you perchance reverse the process? Oh. Oh, gods. No, not like that. Mummy! I hope we see Mrs. Manderville. I'll just charge my phone in the background. Ah. Thus, I've conducted that Master Poo-Poo has no grasp on the common tongue, and his true intentions, sure while peaceable, remain woefully unclear. It was only through Frenzy's gestures that I managed to direct him back here, to have him clean up the Manderville multiplicity incident. Poo-Poo! I hail Poo-Poo-Poo from a stir, Poo-Poo-Poo, a great distance from here. Poo-Poo! I came in search of a friend whose communications halt mid-exploration. You will be my favorite minion ever. All this way to aid a comrade in distress, you say? The devotion, the determination! Your touching story has sunk its hooks into my heart. Fear not my blue-hued friend, for I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspecting extraordinaire, have attached myself to this case like a stubborn barnacle on a kraken's behind. I swear to you, here and now, I shall scour all of creation, from the deepest pits of the Seven Hills to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the missing comrade that you so desperately seek. Yeah, sure, yeah. No other NPCs to talk with, just Nashu? Just Hildy? Okay. Tell me, Sumeri, how is it you're able to understand Master Poo-Poo's language? The power of the echoes. Ah, you mean persistent repetition. It sounds similar to the Manderville art of parley. They were right there. No, I want to actually talk to Nashu. Master Poo-Poo's eyes made me feel dizzy, like swirls that go around and around and around. An entirely new species of alien. In the next issue of The Truth, I'll need to be a special double edition. Is Master Poo-Poo here? Where's Poo-Poo? There he is. I'm glad you're able to help ward off any more Poo-Poo-Poo misunderstandings. Okay, yeah. I'm able to understand language. The power of the echoes. Yeah. You're saying that you have an extrasensory ability, or you're saying they have an extrasensory ability that allows communication with aliens. How fascinating. Yes, most fascinating indeed. Pending mysteries aside, I am glad indeed to once more be in the company of my faithful assistant and stalwart contemporary boat. The imperfect gentleman. Unfazed by the events that would shatter the mind of a lesser man, Hildebrand stands ready to begin his next case. Okay, yep. Whoa. That one's got a big Mac. Nice. So let's begin the next case. So begins the case of the silent correspondent. Not to rain on your parade, my friend who was... But my friend who was somewhere on your... Sorry, not to rain on your parade, but my friend who was somewhere on your star stopped sending me messages is not to go on. I spent years investigating the existence of aliens, and recent experiences notwithstanding, They are not that easy to find. Huh, then you don't know Inspector Hildebrand. He'll solve this case as he's solved countless others. What an unerring perception and panache. A panic? Whatever that word means. Haha, well said, Nashu. I need but relinquish conscious thought to investigative instinct, and the clues will flow to me forthwith. Mr. Savian, deductive current inspector? You're channeling, aren't you? Contacting a higher power to breach the veil of mystery. Another fascinating development. Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over. Though you would like to know that I spotted that shop you were asking about. You know, the well-muscled gentleman with tattered clothing and dazzling teeth. You mean this gentleman? We found him too. Well, that can't be right. I just saw him at the north of Mare Lamentorum, and it ran the other way when I called out. I don't understand how he could have arrived before me. I have a feeling Mr. Bunny, sir, what you saw was an imposter. Samira, would you mind asking Master Poo Poo if he was growing any more inspectors on the moon? Well, there was the one that ran away. Poo Poo, I only generated a single batch, but one did manage to escape the vaporation beam. The individual's behavior was unpredictable. I saw a flaw in the cloning process, I'm afraid. Yep. Time to take out a clone. Well, this won't do at all. You cannot have a flawed inspector running around besmirching the Mandeville name. Master Poo Poo, might I ask that we hunt down and liquidate my other self as soon as possible? Might we delay the search for your comrade until the deed is done? Poo Poo, the imperfect clone was my making. It is only right that I redress my mistake first. Time to kill Hildebrand. So begins the case of the imposter inspector. Oh, that does sound exciting, but if you don't mind me coming along so I can show you a place where I saw the imposter inspector. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Oh, what are people gonna do this fate next to it? The answer is a big whopping no. Sorry about that. Whoop. Looks like a fellow blob friend of mine is here on the moon also. Yep. Perfect. It was right around here. I wonder what nefarious abilities this so-called amicable alien is hiding. Snort. Even with all the flutter. It was right around here. Poo Poo, my ship's matter duplication facility is prone to the occasional glitch. I should probably have it looked at. I espy with my little eye, no dashing defective gentleman. You can't have He can't have made it that far on foot. Why don't we try searching the immediate area? Scan the horizon, that sort of thing. I suggest we split up so we can cover more ground. Nashi, Sumeria, and I will investigate the northwest. Right. Right. I'll take the other two and head northeast. Splitting the party again? You're leaving me with the aliens? Oh, relax, Bright Eyes. We'll have a nice chat, and I can disabuse you of all those strange conspiratorial notions. We have to get to know our new friend here. Let's be on our way with Sumeria in the van, if you please. Oh, they're gonna accompany us. Being on the moon reminds me of that time I was blasted all the way to Dalmond. I do believe it was a personal best in terms of distance flung. Referencing 1.0 of all things. Hooray! When you're up in the sky, the world is a pizza pie. Oh, you're so pretty. Wait, it's like, when you're up in the sky, the whole world's a pizza pie. That's amore. I have to see what the oh, yeah. And if you look here, you can see Zodiac's corpse. Yeah. Discuss the Cradle of Darkness. Behold, this sublime vista. 'Tis the moon herself, braids beneath our feet. Oh, look down there, they have their very own hot spring. My dear Nashu, that's what you're observing is no hot spring, but a natural reservoir of ceruleum, which is a rich resource to hand. And I wonder why they can afford these palatial residences. I'm so glad you're here to educate me, Inspector. I was about to take a quick soak. Oh look, they have their very own hot spring. Oh, okay, they're just gonna say the whole thing. Yeah, just there's where, you know, Van Daniel tried to kill everybody. But it's the classic, he fell for the oldest trick in the book. For it was I that was going to kill everybody. Oh, well, we have a hammer-struck tinkerer. Hammer-struck tinker? A gold-spitting hammer is lodged in the tinker's carcass. It appears to have been dealt a single, swift-killing blow. Car, the bugs grow big here, don't they? This hammer surely cannot be. Nay, this is not fair thinking about. Come along, nothing to see here. Oh, sugar puffs, how do we get up there? Ah, yes. Looks like we have to go this way, I guess. Can I fly? I think I have vague recollections that if you were to fly... Ah, no, yeah, we're good, we're good. Discuss the starry sky. What a dazzling display of stars! Not a single cloud in sight. In fact, I've never seen the night sky so clearly. Now that you mention it, and it's been night time the entire time we've been here. How much longer till dawn breaks, do you think? I presume they say the same thing. Yeah, okay. You're right. Just go to where the big mosh pit is. Right? Not just yet, not just yet. Where's the... Okay, so if that's that point there, where do I look here? Ah, over there. Curse my low self-esteem for for mindlessly following groups of people. Another gold-spitting hammer, another killing blow that bespeaks unparalleled strength. It looks like he's yawning. The hammer struck his head. The hammer stuck in his head spoils the effect, though. He cannot be here. Why would he be here? That's a gold-spinning tool, isn't it? Why does it look awfully familiar? And yet, completely unrelated to our case. Moving on, people, moving on! A trail of fancy footprints. A set of gentlemanly tracks lead to the northwest. Aha! In the sand, in the snow, or in a half-ilm of moon dust. I recognize those fancy footprints anywhere. They're a perfect copy of mine. Our fugitive imposter must be up ahead. Oh, this is gonna be good. I sense a gentlemanly presence. Oh, I sense a gentlemanly presence. He is close. Very close. No clones in the northeastern quadrant. That we could see. That's clever. Mr. Poo-Poo can scout us up from the air. I found me! Why? Why did I flee? He seems sad, downcast, very uninspector-like. A flawed creation, to be sure. Such negative emotions would never mar the heart of a true Mandeville man. Dear God. Praise Tal for his patience. Should say my beloved Hildy has been awoken from his unnatural slumber. Abandoning my gentleman comrades to save myself, my pride in worse tatters than my maltreated wardrobe. My fatherly love denied, unthinkable, unless that is not my son. Hi, Godbert. There's my boy. Are we gonna get a suplex? Is the suplex gonna come back? Another of me survived. I'll not turn tail and run this time. No, sir. Hildebrand to the rescue! Round as fast as I can. You cannot slow. A man, Deville man! We unlocked the Lofred halftime show, everybody. That was adorable, fluffy fan service, if you ask me. Oh, I know I'm dreaming. That can't possibly be real. That was a little something we're preparing to welcome the people of Atirus. I almost forgot it was still there. Oh, if Godbert repairs that, that's going to be hilarious. I think I saw Enkidu there. Ooh. Yeah, there's Enkidu for no reason. Yep. The barrage appears to have stopped, but look at all this junk. Please be sure to pick up your litter before you leave. The moon belongs to everyone, you know. What have we got here? Oh. He is a top tier goldsmith, so so another case solved. Hildebrand Heliodor Maximilian Manderville. How I am glad to see you up and about. Your mother is beside herself with joy. I only stand before you, thanks to Nashu, who stood ever vigilant at my bedside, and to Sumeri, who ferried my soul back from across the rift. My son is indeed blessed with comrades of quality. You have my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you, Master Poo-Poo. I extend my apologies. In my excitement, I fear to have broken your starship. If there is aught I can do to help effect repairs, you have only to ask. Poo-Poo! My vessel experienced a temporary malfunction, but there was no major structural damage. Because I have to interpret, I have to translate. That brings me relief and joy to hear it. Ahem. Might have a word, Sumeri. I had actually come to the moon in search of a certain rare ore, and by Tal's good grace, my quest has been successful. The ore, however, is but the first step of a longer saga. Meet me back at Rodzatan, and I will explain the role I wish you to play. Sure. Yes, I think it's best we make the journey starwards. We'll not find Master Poo-Poo's friend from up here unless someone packed an extremely efficacious spyglass. Anybody? No. Then home it is. For years I've chased the supernatural and the impeccable, but to encounter so much of it in such a short span of time, my mind still reels from the implications. Yet I must keep my gaze focused beyond the veil. A chance like this comes only once in a lifetime. Oh, he's got the frickin' Demon Cube earrings. Oh, that's cool. I have those. I wear those too. That's what I'd look like, Demon Cube earrings. Poo-Poo, you needn't worry about the clones returning to plague you. The vaporation ray disassembles matter on a molecular level. Where's Nashu? Oh, we've got Hildy. Ah, how lovely it is to be back in the stir of my birth. Father did not tear the chat, but said something about returning here with a trusted employee. Well, we have no time to further familial pleasantries. Nashu and I must devote all our mental energies to the case of the silent correspondent. My keen inspector sense impels me to begin our search in that direction. Make haste, my companions, for justice waits for no man, not even one who is little and blue. Inspector, wait! Can't justice make an exception for me? His channeling appears to be remarkably effective. Fascinating, yes. Most fascinating indeed. Sumeri, forgive me. I seem to have been labouring under a misconception. After spending some time with the Xeno bunnies, it has become clear to me that they have not the slightest intention of invading our star. They are no threat to us. That's good to know. Well, he is. You know of whom I speak. That devious bastard Poo-Poo and his diabolical devices. Devised solely for world domination. Shrug. I shall have to investigate him further to learn the intricacies of his plan, but I may require your aid, not to mention your interpretation. I'll even pay you a retainer fee, so please, when the time comes, join me on my quest for the truth. Samir, my apologies for the wait. Shall I proceed to business then? The task at hand concerns nothing less than a family legacy. The recreation of the historically significant and astronomically magnificent Manderville weapons. They were the designs of a distant ancestor, you see. While the originals have long since vanished, the manual containing the secrets of their construction survived. A precious heirloom passed down through the generations of Mandervilles. Aren't your hammers built for hammer and gold? Okay, what is sudden passion for weaponsmithing? You're a goldsmith, bro. 'Tis true, as a goldsmith, I have little occasion for crafting implements of war. Why this project and why now? You may well ask. Then I shall tell you. 'Cause Yoshi P really wants those Manderville weapons, Joe. The tale began not long ago. I was here in Rodsatan to discuss a deal with an up-and-coming merchant. The matter in question was an acquisition proposal. Alas, the talks soured, so I made preparations to depart. It was then the sky burst into flame. You know it all too well, what horrors followed. I did my best to defend the citizenry of the beast that which spawned, yet I could not save all. Saved far too few, in fact. Ooh, man. Godbert's got, yeah, you know, final days, bit of trauma. The memory of it haunted me day and night. I found myself unable to work. But then I heard the news of how you and your companions had ventured forth to banish this evil at its source. You forged in the face of deepest despairs and gave the courage to do the same. I took a good-hard look in the looking glass and asked, what could God-burled Mandeville do to safeguard the people of the Star? Just then I realised that I had both the knowledge and skill to forge the greatest of weapons, that I might empower others to protect themselves and their fellow man. So I began going down the list, acquiring the necessary materials with single-minded purpose. One of these was a goodly chunk of purest mandarium ore, a metal found exclusively in meteorites, that only rarely. I searched high and low, scouring impact sites, consorting with kobolds, all to no avail. Then, when none could be found in Heidelin, I set my sights on the moon, where I last obtained a sizable sample. Now I say at last, but the list of materials goes on. If I'm to acquire the rest in a timely fashion, I must employ the help of a comrade of quality. If you could spare a moment of adventuring, or aiding my dear son in inspecting, pray drop a word in the ear of my manservant here. His name is Claude. I shall clear my schedule for trivial interruptions, so we can proceed with the recreation of our Mandeville weapon forthwith. So it begins the relic weapons of Endwalker. Meanwhile, elsewhere at Rods at Hand. Ooh. It's the Blackened from Danganronpa. Sound the alarm! A prisoner's escaping! That could be a fun trial. You fight against... Oh, I forgot the credit sequence. On solid ground, on as far of this world, beyond the truth, the weird and absurd. A beloved son, he's second to none, an agent of inquiry, Hildebrand Manderville. Definitely not an alien clone. See you, Inspector. Okay. I'm definitely going to sing that at the Kaizuku-con karaoke. Just loading that cutscene, I'm just going to read out the lines. Now. Please after completing this... Please, now, upon completing the quest, make it Manderville. You will receive a Manderville weapon for a bard. Please ensure that you change your desired job before speaking with the House Manderville's manservant. Please be advised that once you've undertaken this quest, you may not proceed with a class or job that's different from the one you accepted. Okay, we're going to do that after we do the tribal quest. Because we're gonna go to the moon, baby! Let's see if stars. And, should be up here? Base Omicron. I'm just gonna teleport here just to just to see where we can continue. What her 6.25 extravaganza? The cafe at the end of the universe. Well. Let's get to mining, shall we, boys? Whispers. God. This is a... God. Well, here we go. It was obvious that this was going to be a tribal quest area, but... It was the case of, is this going to be crafting or gathering? Data collection and analysis in progress. Please stand by until the next replication process is complete. Where this unit welcomes Umite Sumiri and reports that this unit is currently in a process of observing the residual energy excluded by the dead star. This unit's next task is to analyze the data and utilize in its recreating remnants of lost civilizations from the depths of Meteon's memories. A cultural salvage operation, if you would. The cafe at the end of the universe. Last Dregs Manager's Jamming Way, and N7000 have much to tell you. Welcome, Sumiri, to the Last Dregs. At long last, we're open for business. And that's not all. Huh? This unit recommends that you allow the squeaky lifeform to elaborate. Please be advised that this recommendation does not extend to other conversations. The one thing, we've cleaned the place up since your last visit. The counter is clean enough to eat off. We've recruited additional Omicrons to our cause. They have absolutely naught better to do and just stationed here at all hours. I'm afraid their lack of customer service experience may prove an issue, however. So I think it's best that our first patrons be similar to the people of Atiris. You lot have been awfully understanding of our slip-ups with the moon. To fulfill that objective, this unit has taken the liberty of ordering the replication of passerby intelligent lifeforms based on data recovered from the dead ends. These lifeforms now exist as tangible simulations, much like this unit itself, allowing them to enjoy cafe services. If you orientate your particular orbs to my right, you'll find Patron 001 and Patron 002 of the Carolean people. Prepare to die, traitor. I shall now obliterate your hideous helm and your belligerent brain with it. Ideological alignment with the global community is the only way to restore peace. That, the utter annihilation of our enemies. And I'm tempted to say like a red versus blue, like sort of like impression, but I don't have the energy for that. So I could do Caboose, but I don't want to do Caboose. I can do Tucker, but that would. You would say that, mongrel. You've long since ceased to see beyond the leash around your neck, or perhaps that tasteless headwear that's cutting your oxygen to your brain. Bow wow. It doesn't work the same way. You and your masters know out of right. You know, I'm gonna give him the surfer dude voice. The Defiant Fighter. He's gonna get the surfer dude voice. Oh man, that's pretty cool. And like the red guy's just gonna be the tough military guy. So we're gonna have tough military guy and surfer dude guy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You and your masters know out of righteousness. The peace you offer is but apathy, self-determination, subjected to pull of the yoke. Pray that you at least know. Pray that you know freedom and death. As you can see, this is not going as well as we'd hoped. Where the data indicates that all the Carolean prosperous materially under the global community, their anti-establishment freedom fighters fought against its oppressive social conditions, leading to total annihilation of both civilization and star. Excuse me, it would seem both of you want the same thing, to put an end to this conflict and live happily ever after. Also to murder each other, but it didn't turn out so well for you last time. How about you take a seat and talk this over? I'd have a milkshake, a delicious milkshake. Where did you get the milk? Don't question it. I suppose this will have to do for the time being. But you see, I have something even more important to show you, with me. I wonder what minion you get from this. I don't want to data mine this. This will take me like a couple of weeks to get this done. Can you see it? Here at the end of the universe, a new star has been born. Oh, wait, what? Furthermore, readings confirm that this identified star is comprised of Dynamis. With the Ensinger gone, Ultimate Tool should no longer be doomed to despair. Yet, what kind of star, what civilization could have risen out of the Dynamis of this place? I shudder to think. This is precisely why this unit recommends eliminating potential threats immediately. The looming spectre of a hostile civilization is not conducive to carrying out orders to live. Have you learned nothing of the Caroleans? Of the Caroleans? We can't simply go about annihilating everyone who looks at us, Erskine. Besides, it would be a shame to waste any potential resources the star has to offer. It's not as if we're rolling in tea leaves out here. Where this unit finds it imminently finds the imminently killable lifeforms outlook to be intolerably naive. I'll show you imminently killable, you weird-looking fork! Anyway, I propose that with your help, Sir Mary, we could first investigate this newborn star. There'll be plenty of time for annihilating later, should measures be called for. Where, if both imminently killable life forms insist that you may access the research portal from base Omicron, this unit will accompany you and for your own safety. I know this is all like side content, but this is quite the development. There's the tribal. There's the tribal quest jingle. Does this place even have a menu? Beverages, but not a opiate to the masses. Oh wow! If that's what I'm supposed to look at, looks gorgeous. Oh, I never realized to look down here. Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, there we go. That's my gear. Good enough. Of all these brilliant machine building machines, why did we get stuck with the rude one? Beyond this portal, you'll find a research area constructed for the purposes of collecting data on the new star. You may proceed with caution to the star from there. Couldn't be impressed by Stigma 4, that is. That's the one that's made. It's the one that made all this. Now look sharp, Forky. Oh, we're actually hopping on a little. This unit is already given order to increase the instruments and material available for A4 research. Potential enemies will not find base Omicron unprepared. Apparently, if we had wished hard enough, will this teleport us all the way to the new star? How hard is hard enough? FTL travel initiated. Calibrating coordinates. If told Batul is governed by sediment, does that mean this huge thing came straight from someone's heart? Initializing scan of planet surface and core. Environmental scans inconsistent with data from previous recorded planets. No sign of civilization's detective. This unit can only assume that this star is entirely new. Unlike anything seen before. Here, emergency alert from the last dregs. Tunk. Ahem. This unit will now transmit directly from Stigma 4. Emergency alert. Customers designated Patient 001 and Patient 002 resisting delivery of sustenance. Weapons have been drawn. Please advise. resisting? When in the world did you serve them? As proposed by the fleet Relic manager, staff first attempted to provide patrons with locally rendered carrots. These were rejected as not food. Gortora oil and Abercorn grease were also rejected, despite databases indicating that these substances fulfill 95% of criteria for designation as food. Words unsuitable for transmission also issued forth for the patrons at this time. The torrent of verbal abuse generated the Gortona Guardian's moderation filters, causing it to set weapon systems to purge. All remaining units have withdrawn behind available cover. Projections indicate at 99.9783% chance of failure should further abortation be attempted by current staff. Management support requested. I sort of expected this. After all, artificial carrots aren't just right. Where's the fresh and juicy crunch? Where's the slight aftertaste of dirt? This may sound far-fetched, but perhaps they don't like carrots. I don't know why anyone would bother putting other things in their mouth when there are perfectly good carrots lying about. But, well, I suppose I'll need to consort some sort of nutritious admixture. Data indicates that cultivation processes in Ultima Thule are abysmal. To manufacture ingredients would require a dedicated production plant. Given the fate of our aforementioned carrots, it simply will not do. But what of this star? Could it not be used to cultivate the fresh culinary ingredients we need? I can see it now. Our customers content upon tasting the most delicious and nutritious cuisine they've ever had. The sight would delight me as much as 100 carats of happiness, at least. Goodness me! Where scanning soil, acidity, moisture content, and temperature within acceptable parameters. It's so soft under my paws, it's simply begging for cultivation. Indeed, analysis indicates that 56.2 of all cultivators registered to database during prior conflicts with organic civilizations will be suited to this environment. Did this star grant my wish? I suppose, given the nature of this place, it's not unreasonable to believe that residual energies from Meteon's nest could have coalesced into a new star. Nor said star would be susceptible to emotions like the rest of the dynamis around here. This theory is excessively convenient, but the data does not contradict it. Your ability to insult me, even though we're in agreement, never ceases to amaze. Fortunately for you, I have better things to do than bicker with a bucket of bolts right now. Oh, magics of creation! Feel the craving deep within my soul, and grant me endless carrots! Perhaps gluttony. Perhaps gluttony does not qualify as an emotion. Bugger! Well, my hopes for the cafe... Well, hopes for the cafe do, apparently. Unlike my, however, sincere visions of carrots, specifically that intangible hope for a potential future hold form as tillable earth, in which case perhaps the joy of yet unrealized possibility is the key to success here. Thus, we shall call it... Elysian, a joyful land to our hopes may come to rest. The mythology at work here remains alien to this unit, but the overexcitement organisms speculation has merit. Dynamis has demonstrated to make the impossible possible. However, the data also shows it lends itself as easily to ill as to good. If the beings of Ultima Thule succumb to despair once more, the consequences will be dire. This unit does not need to run the calculations to be sure. Oh, boil my carrots! I forgot about the customers! We must attend to them with all haste, lest they warp the nature of the star! Oh boy, you got a lot of mining to do. If we can't find moon cheese, we could find space cheese. Ooh. I have a feeling this place is going to expand. And this is clearly the new orchestration role that we're going to get. Oh, Soken, where are you hiding this song, man? Well, that was a beautiful... That's beautiful. It's definitely... I'd work for this. I'd work for this music. All right, all right. Priority threshold exceeded. Rude intruders will be eliminated. Please, can you just sit down for a nice, common cup of tea? As if we'd fall for the rules a second time. The food you serve us made me long for the days of chewing a boot in the trenches. Deeply, though it pains me, I must agree. That was the least palatable vegetables I've ever eaten. Wartime or no, if I die, my blood is on your hands. Heavens! We can't have that. We wish for only to satisfy our customers, to bring them joy that we may never get fall to despair. What dishes would bring you joy, if I may ask? Everything we typically eat, from beans to beef, is manufactured according to specifications that I could not begin to guess at. But I would take anything, even approaching normal at this point, perhaps a salad to cleanse the palate of that horrid oil. As long as there's none of those genetically modified logs in this time. I see. 2 salads, completely organic ingredients coming right up. How soon your palatry grey matters forgets that there is a dearth of produce in this corner of the universe. Even on a new star, seeds will require time to grow. But surely Sumeria can do something about it. You're a miner, are you not? Surely must have some. There must be some manner of edible flora around here, inconspicuous though it may be. I dare say local ingredients are something of a conversation starter, so that could be a next step toward our patrons resolving their differences. Wouldn't that be lovely? Count me in. You need only relax and wait. We'll serve you a delicious dinner yet. Reluctantly reviewing natural resource database. Promising nodes located. Liverworts growing upon stone formations in the Riatria area show acceptable nutritional composition. Based on recent analysis of customers' culinary preferences, you may wish to aim for a high wort to rock ratio. While you do that, we'll see if we can strange up some more ingredients from our stores. I cannot simply imagine why would one prefer other foodstuff to carrots. I must admit that this culinary experimentation rather invigorating. I'll just teleport there. That's what I'll do. Whispers. Okay, we're good. It's good to do a tribal quest because I have done all of them. But we've got ourselves some good eating to do. No time for mourning. The return of allied lifeforms Sumeri is most welcome. This unit can only hope that the other organic lifeforms are now ceased their whining. Wild liverwort. So wild, in fact, that it grows exclusively in the farthest reaches of the universe. Quality and quantity of provided ingredients exceed expended parameters. Yours maybe, and new Sumir would go above and beyond now to put these screens to the test. Needless to say, I fear for my life. Now you've gone so much trouble, I suppose I should try it. An astoundingly robust spectrum of flavor and texture. I was unaware that food could possess such pleasant complexity. Mass-produced dishes pale in comparison. Watch your tongue. The global community solved world hunger through automation. You know, you lot would have had scurvy twice over without it. Still, I must admit that the flavor is unique. Though we replicated a wide variety of cultivators in our factories, just as many were consigned to history, I now see what a loss that was. There is an appeal to having that freedom to choose what you eat. There's an appeal to having the freedom to choose what you would eat. Choose what you eat. Is there not? Do I recognize the validity of your world hunger argument? Perhaps there's room for both perspectives at this table. At this particular waiter observed, our haste to elevate one at the expense of others has not served us well in the past. Odd words to hear from a freedom fighter, but not wrong. That's the spirit. I'm certain you have plenty in common, if you're willing to hear each other out. In the meantime, why not help us with gardening? Release some of that pent-up energy that you have shouting each other out all the time. Think about it. It's honest, non-violent work. And the more you grow, the more new flavors you can experience. We'll have a patch of land on a new star that has your names on it. Well, patrons' designations anyway. What do you say? I cannot claim that I'd be happier on the battlefield. I fought in the name of peace until there was naught left to fight, or to fight for. There has to be a better way. Maybe it's safeguarding life rather than taking it. I'll find out what that is. I hesitate to ally my ethos with that global citizen. Yet, it is true that we now have the freedom to choose a better future. Very well, I should put down my arms and travel a different path this time around. Yeah, that's a truce. Let's plant those vegetables. I smell hope. It smells like carrots and happiness. If you were wondering, perhaps Elysion can smell it too. Inconclusive and 80% nonsensical. However, possibilities resulting from this unlikely alliance approach the infinite. I suppose that means we'll have to go see for ourselves. Come along now, patrons. Despite the small yet statistically significant chance of their being greeted by hostiles, the native life form has sent Patron 001 and Patron 002 ahead to Elysion. This unit suggests that we make haste in confirming what effects any their emotions have wrought on the star. Oh wow. They're just throwing it out. The Carlians' heartfelt hopes for a peaceful future has taken form as resplendent gardens. Nevertheless, much of the newborn star remains as unto a blank canvas. What other hopes will the power of Dynamis bring to life? The Carlians seem to be multiplying, or what if the once were pulled from the mire of despair out there? It's like our patrons. In any case, we're going to need more salad. As considering the myriad possibilities and might we saw upon this unmarred land, I was filled with a strange sense of optimism. Next I knew, there were plants all about. I don't know where it came from, but I'm glad of the sudden appearance of that agriformer. It's a relic of the days before we fully automated food production. But it'll make nourishing the plants much easier. Oh, I wonder what minion we have the orchestration, but I wonder what minion we're gonna get. Where Dynamis-based alterations to the local environment exceeded all but the most implorable of projections, data from prior civilizations indicates that organic customers will be pleased with the vegetation available for consumption. This unit proposes a temporary retreat to A4 research to discuss future salads and salad-adjacent matters. Where all management units are present, this unit will now run multiple cognitive simulations of the last Reg's futures. So begins a butt-ton of grinding. Analysis complete. Simulations suggest that further consultation with reconstructed lifeforms and changes to the nature of Elysion will both be beneficial in increasing future customer satisfaction. Overall, friendly interactions appears key to the success of the Last Regs, objectives which are vital to the ongoing mission to live. In other words, if we continue to value our patrons, our cafe will become an ever greater source of joy. This unit would not make such a fanciful projection, but nevertheless agrees with the general trajectory proposed. The ongoing assistance to allied lifeforms, Samiri, will be invaluable. Will you continue to act as a management unit? I swear I would never go back to retail. Count this unit in. Your cooperation is appreciated. In preparation for the next phase of operations, this unit proposes strategically repositioning Matrix Sigma 4 to this location, that it may better assist the coordination planetary and cafe objectives. Transmission of orders will commence at your signal. Speaking of this food, I'm going to have to get some food in a minute. Retro thrusters on cooldown. Initiating matrix installation. Is it crazy that we all robots have the same voice? I mean, Omicron's robot is a big racial slur. Speaking of which, we have one more installation to attend to. Hold still at 7,000. Did you fix bunny ears? You fixed bunny ears, didn't you? I knew it. Ah. Perfect. Now we're going to tell which Omicron the insults will be coming from. It also signifies your role in the operation quite well, does it not? Rare, crowd, yet effective. This unit will consent to wearing the large-eared lifeform's primitive accessory. Now, my loyal crew, to work! The possibilities are infinite. There's so much to be done. So much botany, mining, and fishing to be done. The last Dregs tribal quests unlocked. You've achieved friendly reputation with the staff and patrons of the last Dregs. Omicron tribal quests are now available from Stigma 4 in A4 Research. Furthermore, you have access to a wider selection of wares, which is barely anything. Voices of a distant server. But at least we get the, at least we can grind to get the gathering material. It's a good thing I power leveled up my Disciples of Land, working with Fisher. But I purchase items though. Okay, so we got the fishing. Perfect. But what we're 510. Oh boy. That's going to take a couple of days. So if it's 510, let's do some quick maths on my phone's calculator. Uh, 8.5 days worth. Oh, howdy. Oh. Technically it would take 7.5 days because it's a double bill today. Because in 2 hours and 20 minutes, it resets. Grounds for improvement. Stigma 4 seeking an upgrade to the last Dregs. According to verbal testimony from Maldarus management, delicious and unique coffee is a vital component to any cafe. Although objective analysis of this inherently subjective category proves difficult, current stores of coffee have classified as insufficient. Upgrading establishment coffee is predicted to result in clear strategic benefits. Our task to procure necessary ingredients to achieve this goal. Mine salt rock of the Elysian Fields. When your task is complete, deliver the materials to the food processing unit in the last Dregs. A fertile blend. Stigma 4 requires someone capable of great speed. Commencing regulatory scheduled analysis of Caerleon agriculture endeavours. You are requested to stand by while process paths Your task is assigned. Ping. Analysis concludes that improvements to calorie and fertilizer by means of alien matter may result in higher crop yields. For this task, we require the aid of the most efficient errand organisms in the immediate vicinity. You. Obtain nutrient-rich ore from the Deca-Octo approximate coordinates. Consider this mission to be top priority. And the hunger pangs. Man, I'm getting the hunger pangs right now. Stick before, of course, swift pair of legs for urgent delivery. Task log indicates pending results of Sumeri. Guardians patrolling the wellspring of regret require the delivery of sustenance. Depletion of nutrients in this biological vessels directly correlates to emotional instability, which is statistically proven to the source of psychological welfare, physical altercations, and a severe grumpiness. Current trajectory classifies as untenable. Proceed with caution and haste. Two. There we go. That's all I need here. Cool. It seems a bit glitched on that one there, the fertile blend. So after we do these 3 tribal quests, I'm going to make a quick Sambo. God. I get the hunger pangs going. Just remember that these alien ghosts were talking about the heat death of the universe. Endwalker wasn't putting any fucking punches with the, existential crisis of the universe. What's this? Make it quick. Patrolling requires the utmost concentration, you know. A packed meal. A warm meal made of care by the workers of the Last Dregs. Food for me. Why, how unpredicted. Tribute to all my patrons, all my patrols. So far I've been an exercise and battling off pangs of boredom and hunger in equal measure. This at least will help with the latter. While you're here, why don't you do something about the layabout, freedom fighter? I've noticed a number of careless errors in his work. If I am expected to work alongside his kind, it's only right that they be held to the same standard of diligence, empty stomach notwithstanding. Or perhaps it's best not think about work until I've eaten this gift. So quickly does one mood turn dark without sustenance. You have my thanks. Big chunky level checker. Oh, it's you! I suppose you come to help with my work. Have a meal. This is food! I'm so hungry the rocks and dirt are beginning to look like freshly baked bread and powdered sugar. Thanks for this bounty, my dude. Speaking of which, you haven't seen that one big taskmaster from the global community around, have you? He criticizes me upon every opportunity. Not surprised for someone of his stripe, but my ears may, well, bleed from the abuse. Still, little us wondering why villains be vile when just a meal to be had. Now I feast. Oh, did I take a wrong turn? Oh, it's all the way down here. I'm just too distracted by the beautiful music. Return of allied errant organism confirmed. Well within acceptable time frame. Assuming it has brought the request. Assuming you brought the requested materials. Nutrient rich ore. Ore filled with nutrients that are alien to the environment of Elysium. Analyzing delivery. Fertilizer created with this incorporation of these materials is projected to improve agricultural yield by approximately 14.12%. Fertilizer preparations application to fields will receive an increased harvest. It is predicted to require 23.6 increase of Carlian labour time. Overwork deemed an acceptable compromise. Your construct for this mission deserves high commendation. Receive your compensation with pride. Yep, this will take a while. Return of Sumer confirmed. Awaiting detailed report. I delivered the food as what you asked. Deterioration between Patrol and Kellyan acknowledged. Sumer's assistance of this matter evaluated as vital as preserving peace and averting a breakdown of operations. Why organic lifeforms retain the programming errors colloquially referred to as emotions remains incomprehensible. Even so, a compensatory wage has been prepared for Sumer's monetary and emotional needs. Remember to refuel as necessary. Thanks for that, my dude. Now we're talking. Look at the brightness. For organic lifeform, you might, Sumer, will be pleased to know that liquid dispensation is imminent. Now, how may I assist you? Oh wow, that's lore, but I don't have to read juicy interactions. Where allied lifeform Sumer detected. This is in regards to the coffee upgrade, yes? Scanning for requested materials. Requested materials detected. Please place them carefully in this unit's receptacle. Clear salt rock. Salt is not commonly known as coffee additive, but connoisseurs insist that it brings the beverage's natural sweetness. Recent receipt of materials confirmed. This unit thanks you for your efforts. Return the stigma for recompense. If you want to talk to M-104, audience, be my guest. I would like to read everything, but I don't have the time for that. We have time to do. We have time to do just the generalness of all this. Receptacle unit report received. Your cooperation is appreciated. According to subjective analysis by Bewhiskered Management, rock salt mitigates the natural bitterness of coffee, resulting in a mild flavour that is acceptable to a wide range of palates. Projections indicate that coffee upgrades will be will result in increased patronage and an overall improvement of morale among cafe occupants. Whether this upward trajectory shall continue depends on the further assistance of helpful organisms such as yourself. And there we go. Well, it's we go back to rods at hand. So I'm just going to eat some food here real quick, while Sumeri's just going to dance in the background. So bear with me. Okay, well, oh, I'm back. But I feel like, we're gonna keep the Manderville garb on because we're dealing with the Manderville weapons. So yeah. You saw that completing the quest making Manderville. You'll receive a Manderville weapon for a bard. Is that you... Yeah, we're gonna undertake this quest as bard. Make it a Manderville. The House Manderville manservant has been patiently waiting to speak with you. Alright, let's take a sippy of this cherry Pepsi. Yum yum yum. Oh, that's good. Mr. You might. How wonderful it is to finally speak with you. The cooperation in Lord Manderville's weaponsmithing endeavours is highly appreciated. Regarding said endeavour, we've barred a corner of the High Crucible in which to place our crafting station. Would be so kind to follow me. There, stop the piggy. Hey, look who it is. It's Milladine. God, say yes, Mary. It's so good to see you again. Ah, yes, my mother and I had it out after I returned. She believed that studying sorcery was a waste of my talents until I explained everything I learned during my time abroad. And now I have full support, so I couldn't have done it without you or Lady Almeliance. So now I'm working here at the High Crucible as an apprentice alchemist. It has been easy, but now it's all been worth it when I fulfilled my promise. I made my dream a reality. It's just the little things you just go, oh, that's good. Our humble base of operations. You'll no doubt be coming back and forth many times in the days ahead, so I strongly suggest that you tune this to the city's Ethernet if you haven't done so already. Otherwise, I trust you're all set to proceed. One moment whilst I inform Lord Manderville of your arrival. Oh, welcome, Samiri. Welcome. With your stalwart assistance aided into the mix, I have every confidence that this adventure in forging will be a complete success. And so, let's begin with a detailed exposition of the history of Manderville weaponry. First of all, when I say Manderville weaponry, what I refer to is a series of masterpieces crafted by the legendary artisan Godbrand Manderville, the first lord of House Manderville, made with mystical mandarium. These purportedly peerless ornaments are perhaps the most prized treasures. At least they were until someone misplaced them. Terrible housekeeping, that. Fortunately, the time-worn manual in which Godbrand penned his secrets is both intact and still within our possession. Just that precious family heirloom in hand, and a ready supply of purest ore, I intend to recreate what was lost. The work, however, cannot proceed without a few more key ingredients. I would like to call you upon to procure said materials, as well as a seasoned adventurer's perspective on the fruits of our labour. Sure thing. Sure thing, Daddy Godbird. Excellent, I knew I could count on you. As a goldsmith, crafting weaponry is akin to venturing into the unknown territory. So I'd place my trust only at the most. I would place my trust only in the most proficient guides. Speaking of which, I shall introduce you my very best in the business. Come on over, my friend. It's your boy. Ah, bloody hells. I had a feeling you were the adventure his lordship mentioned was helping out. Like a flying shite when I catch a whiff of shiny new weapons, ain't she? Ah. You don't seem too eager to be here. Oh, why would it be? Look at this gill-hatted dandy I'm forced to hammer for. I'd rather drag me stones across hot coals and forge yet another ritual bastard's trinkets. Is that the way of it? I contracted Rowena hoping to employ the talents of Harrison's finest smiths. But if you clearly have no interest in providing me with your services, I shall hire an artisan so we can put this talk of stones and coals behind us. Oh, wait, you got it all wrong, your lordship. That's just a bit of old smitty humour to lighten the mood. I'd be honoured to work with your trinkets, wonderful weapons. Oh, please don't bring my ex into this. So here's the thing. I already spent a coin on this job to bring on some fancy bottles of Treverian liquor. I can't afford not to do it. So let's bring it back to business. Yes, one marvellous. Ho, ho, ho. Eve, it's all bloody splendid, it is. Your crew is all presented and accounted for. So let's get to smitten. Or is not? I'd like to do more. Presently, however, there are three conundrums which stand between us and making any manifold ornament a reality. First is devising a method for working the mandarium, for which I've been able to decipher from the manual. The process is quite demanding. I deceived old Geralt. I've yet to meet a metal I can't bend into shape. And I shall cede that chore to your artisanal ingenuity. The second is crafting ornamentation in which will amplify the weapon's etheric intensity. Oh, I forgot to check on something. Give me 1 second. And we're good. It's all good, folks. Back to the reading. The second is crafting an ornamentation which will amplify the weapon's etheric intensity. If it's a sturdy blade you need, then I'm your man. Well, fiddly bits of decorations are not in me smitten wheelhouse. It is fortunate that filling with bits assuredly is in mine. Sorry. Then 'tis fortunate that fiddling with bits is assuredly in mine. There shall no doubt be a challenge. Creating suitably exquisite ornaments is a task well suited for me and my goldsmithing hammer. The third and final problem wanting for resolution. You shall require a file of Excel Mandeville. If one has access to industrial-sized chemical furnace, it would be possible to extract this superlative mineral oil from the mandarium-rich meteorites. Assuming you've understood what I've heard in the process, this extra marital Watson oil is key to maximizing arterial conductivity. It's thanks to the good graces of the High Crucible that we have the extraction apparatus we require right here. All that remains is to connect 3 or so goodly chunks of mandarium meteorite. And that will be your charge, Samiri. Right then, let's go see preparing materials for my share of the workload. Let's start with the flames. Sounds like we need them nice and hot. Oh, Rowena asked me to tell you somewhat. Seems like one of our lackeys has also conveniently set up shop by the meteorite. I just might have the meteorite chunks we need. Asked by the name of Jubrunna, I think it was. Could save you some searching. I'm sure she isn't gonna give out skyrocks for free. A saga of hammers and heroes. Right. Bunch of nerds in chat. Yeah. How much is this gonna break my back? You must be the famous Sumeri. Mistress Rowena said to expect you and assist you with procurement requests. Mardian meteorite? Oh yes, we happen to have cornered the market on that particular asset. Only so many of them fall from the sky, you see, and collectors offer top gill for such rarities. In your case, however, I have instructed to request payment in alternative currency. Say with me now. Allegan tomestones. The rate is 5 Allegan tomestones of astronomy for 1 chunk of Mandarin meteorite. And I shall be here wherever you're ready to make the trade. Sure. At least it's astronomy and not casualty. I have maxed out on that shit. This fist-sized chunk of meteorite contains rich deposits of exceedingly rare Mandarium ore. It provides a small quantity of mineral oil and subjected to unique extraction environment processes. And we just need 3 of these. Cool. There should be another quest after this, I think. Oh, don't just stand there with your thumb up yours. Let's see the goods. Aye, these proper Skorroks ain't no mistake. Godbert's not back yet, but I reckon we can at least head start in extracting the special oils of his. Anything can be bought and sold for the anything can be bought at the right price. What was that Jonathan quote? It's like, anything can be bought and sold for with the right oil. God, I can't remember the fucking quote. Ah, bugger. This might as well be cooking grease for all the conductivity it's got. Must have botched one of the steps. Well, which one? Pretty sure I followed the instructions to the damn letter. There was no fault in your process, Master Geralt. Oh, that explains this bottle of weak piss sitting in me anvil. It is yet to go to final treatment, an advanced oil pressing technique passed through the generations of Manderville lubricant enthusiasts. It'll take more than enthusiastic oil pressing to bring this liquid up to snuff. Oh, ye of little faith, observe! Henshin! Hey, gods, man! What the hell's you stripping down to your small clothes for? I'd have known... I should have known you were just some degenerate fop. Patience, Master Geralt. This is merely a prelude. Behold the mighty squats of our Manderville man! That should be enough to get the juices flowing. Now to demonstrate the aforementioned technique. A single drop of potentially empowered Manderville precipitation. Oh my god. Ye gods, it's full of stars! But I won't change anything. It's still an eccentrical bugger prancing around and sweating on things. Maybe so, but look closer, Master Geralt. Just an Alamandaril made ready. What do you mean ready? All you did was add your drippings. Bugger me! It ain't possible. Don't suppose this... You're gonna explain this, are ye? Why does that simply reveal the tricks of one's trade, especially the long-guarded family traditions? As a fellow professional, I'm sure you understand. Hey, well, it makes no difference to me. You'd be caught dead I wouldn't be caught dead doing them creepy poses. Bracing banter aside, I do believe this puts us in possession of all the necessary components. It's your time to shine, Master Geralt. Aye, I'll shine all right. You're cut above the average craftsman, so I grant you that, but we have a few rungs to climb. Best shield your eyes, ladies and gents, because my work's positively blinding. At this rate, I won't have time to do that new dungeon. But... success! Just as I predicted. That right there's a collaborative masterpiece. A Manderville harp bow. To what I had lived to see my ancestors' wondrous forge recreated. You've made a happy Manderville man, Sumiri. Let's not break the bubbly booze just yet, your lordship. We've got ways to go before we can call our work finished. Master Godbert is quite right. I've neglected to properly explain this, but the first stage is a much grander creation. The bare bones of weaponry, if you will. Aye, now begins the endless chore of refinement, which I'll be stuck here for God knows how long. I know to monopolize your time, my good blacksmith, but the manual is written in the most confounding cipher. I am even certain but I'm not even certain that I will finish encoding the next step in the process. So I'm just sit idle then. Well, at least a few bottles of quality liquor to keep me company. Regrettable yet unavoidable delay. Let's convene when the manual has given up its secrets, shall we? Meanwhile, I shall leave the weaponry in your battle-hardened hands. When next we meet, your report of its performance will be indispensable in guiding our improvements. Oh, and should you wish to experiment with a different variety of Mandeville weapon, this highly trained House Mandeville artisan is at your service. I've imparted him the necessary techniques for facilitating this initial stage of crafting. He requires only a contribution of Mandarium meteorite to forge a weapon of your choosing. Another near-naked bastard! What do you Mandeville folk have against trousers? Ho 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 ho! You know what? I don't even want to know. Just leave this button to me. When I do a job, I do it right. Well then, I shall return it on. I'm most eager to see the next stage of our masterpiece take shape. Slightly less, but repeatable quest is now available for the House Mandeville Artisan. This quest may be accepted to create Mandeville weapons for other jobs. Be sure you change your third job before speaking to the guy. Perfect. Okay, so hammering it up. Hamming it up. Okay, so make it a Mandeville. Voice of a distant server. Alright, we got the bow. Yep. Yep. So this harp bow will be, the best way to describe it is it's going to be, we'll be upgrading it throughout the 6.x series. That's what relic weapons are. Granted, the only relic weapons I've actually worked on getting is the, this one here. Level 51. So I was too busy doing MSQ and, I guess now I can actually play, begin the relic weapon grind in real time with all the patches. So 6.3 should be coming in a few months, maybe 2 months, or we'll figure it out. We got work to do. But now, oh, there we go, much better. Now the only reason why I've equipped this is, that makes more sense for where we're going to go next. Because we got ourselves the dungeon, which I need to double check on the Lodestone update patch notes to figure out where we have to go. Oh damn, Fighting Hurts is, I think it's come out today. I'll have to get that at some point. Okay, we go to Old Charlian for this. Okay, cool. Thanks, Lodestone. Nice bunch of lads, the Lodestone crew. Now. There it is. Huh. Well, so, an odd job. This should be it. Well, this is definitely it. Oh, good lord. Yeah. Hello, how may I help you? You're Samir, you might, aren't you? I thought I recognized that heroic mien. How wonderful it is to meet you. My name is Osmond. I'm a gleamer, as you may have surmised. More specifically in the collection of rare and curious books. It seems as fate has brought us together. My work has given me an appetite for well-crafted stories. You see, but recently I've struggled to find any true engaging material. So I thought to myself, why waste all this time bemoaning the lack of quality literature when you could be writing the exact kind of tales you enjoy? We're just so excited to speak with the vaunted champion Sumiri. If I could convince you to share some of your minute of your adventures, it would lend my fiction an undeniable authenticity. Sure, why not? Yeah. Here's the story of the Dragon Song War. You may not have heard. So let me tell you the time I was just starting out. Here's the story of the Dragon Song War. You may not have heard. Well, when I stood beside the resistance fighters of Alamigo, and later of Duma, it's a lot to consider when you visit another world, or the world of the past. I'll go with Dragon Song War. A smile suits a hero. A smile better suits a hero. Yep. And that's the time I met Estinian. Also twice, because I'm doing the Dragoon quest. He doesn't remember me, but, you know, I remember him. Well, that was a complete waste of... Osmond, are you actually chatting? Scholar above, it's a miracle. And I thought you were capable of little more than grunts in size. May I introduce you, Shalimar, my colleague, and eternal tormentor. Oh, come now. It's just a bit of playful banter. Trisant and I could use some good humour after failing to track down our quarry. I'll be damned! Sir Mary, it's an honour, an incredible stroke of luck. You're the very person we've been searching for. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I can explain the situation at hand. As you know, Charlene was charged in antiquity and fulfilling a sacred duty. A duty which kept us gleamers buzzing to and fro like angry hornets. Aye, we have completed one grueling list of procurements, and to be handed another, yet another, and another. The work is all we knew. But now those days are behind us. The task is slow to a trickle. We find ourselves, well, strangely idle. Thus, the guild ship, in its wisdom, has forged a partnership with the Adventurers Guild. We now have a system in place where the odd jobs from other countries can be funneled here to us in Charlian. The tasks they pass to us are, for the most part, not your average gleaner cannot handle. There's one client, however, one I was asked for specifically, and as the Adventurers Guild has no official presence in our city, we agreed to the odd job of facilitating that request. Think of it as a substitute Charlian branch, if you will. In any case, I'll be here to counter ready to provide you with the details. It doesn't appear to be an urgent matter, so feel free to engage the request whenever your schedule allows. Bum 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 ba dum bum. And be sure to browse Shosan Swears. He has a special selection available to anyone who takes part in our odd job enterprise. Sir Mary, I didn't get a chance before Shallow Moore commandeered the conversation, but I wanted to thank you for indulging me with your stories. You think we might talk again sometime? I'd love to hear how this odd job of yours turns out. Sure. God, it's 2:30, oh boy. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. As under the partnership between the Adventurers Guild and the Gleaners Guild ship, you're unable to accept an odd job from Shillamore at the Parasite. Wonder worth sharing now? Does that mean you're putting together a carefully curated account of exciting exploits to regale me with later? I can hardly wait to hear. God, all excited for this dungeon. The key to the past. Okay. Now, Samir, does this mean you found a spare moment for your busy god-slaying agenda? Wonderful. We actually have a letter addressed to you from Mistress Momodi. Go ahead and read through that, and I'll dig up the link pearl I used to convey to your blah words. Dear Samiri, I hope this letter finds you well. And still taking guild jobs because we've got one that will put your name on it. Ordinarily, I wouldn't bother with someone like this, but your client is a personal attendant of Her Royal Majesty Nanimo Namo. And I'm guessing that piqued your curiosity as much as it did mine. Let Shellowmore know if you can make it over to Ulda and set up a meeting with this lady in waiting. I'm told it's nothing urgent. So it's your earliest convenience, Momodi. So what are you thinking, yay or nay? One does not simply refuse Mistress Momodi. I'll take that as assent then. Let's make the call. All done. Our tiny taskmaster is making arrangements as we speak. She says the lady you're about to meet is a Lalafell by the name of Kokosu. Light brown hair, green eyes. She'll be waiting for you outside Quicksand by the time you arrive. Fair fortune and safe travels. Can the people enter criteria and learn how stocks work? Oof. Can the people enter criteria and learn how stocks work, please? And thank you. Oh, you should have seen me yesterday at the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Wiped 3 times on King Behemoth and twice on the final boss. Yep, it was bad. Some people just don't know how to raid. Wait a minute. Wait, Okay, wait. Mr. Shumite, I presume. I am Kakasu. Let's be clear from the outset. I'm not your true client. My person who wishes to engage in the service is the Sultana, Nanamo Namo herself. Yep. First, however, pray allow me to explain the request itself. Then you can decide whether or not you wish to proceed. I trust you recall the tunnels beneath the city of Ul'dah. Oh, the ones I escaped from. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I curse speak of the Sultan subterrane, the passages and waterways through which you made your escape on the day of that ill-fated victory banquet. It seems that one of the tunnel sections collapsed during the commotion, and a crew compromised primarily of immortal flames has since been put to work on repairs. In the process of restoring the masonry, however, they've come across an unexpected gate. It was described as an antique in design, inscrutable in purpose, and shielded shut by some mystical force. The report appears of great interest to Sultana and has expressed a desire to investigate this strange portal firsthand. Furthermore, she feels that Master Terrapin and the like are overprotective and will prevent her from exploring to her heart's content. But are we then to send Her Royal Majesty into potential peril without a trusted escort? You see my dilemma. As a proven champion of Eorzea and veteran of countless heroic endeavours, it is you whom we would entrust to Sultana's safety, besides which she would have it no other way. Not sure about this, but if that's... No. Her Majesty wishes my command. Thank you, Mistress, you might. It will mean a great deal to Her Majesty. Please wait here while I inform the Sultana of your decision. St. Mary, thank you for coming. I greatly appreciate your indulging this selfish request of mine. I'd hope for the sake of your adventurous spirit, however, that the mystery at hand provides more intriguing than odious. Kakushu spoke broadly of what to expect, yes? Now allow me to add a few details to the story. According to report, this gate bears an intricate flowery design. The flames were unable to ascertain its origins of significance, but I've seen such a motif before. The very same design adorns a key in my possession. The last gift I was ever to receive from my dear departed parents. I recall the ceremony of which it was presented, and their promises to take me to the place the key unlocked once I had come of age. They spoke excitedly of the choices I might make of the things I would behold on my chosen path, but I recalled away to Tall's halls long before that day would arrive. With mother and father gone, I despaired to ever learning the key's purpose, and now this portal is found. Surely you understand why I cannot leave it unopened. There could be anything behind that. There could be anything behind that gate. ... Indeed, but mother and father meant for me to see it, and that's what I intend to do. Neither Papa Shan or Pippin would approve of my plans to investigate in person. I need someone else I trust. But who trusted my judgment in turn? Will you be that person for me? Ah, feck it, sure, why not? Criterion Dungeons, here we come, baby. As for Kakushu, she was the first I brought into my confidence. She is, after all, my lady-in-waiting, and serves as my double when I am away. I hadn't wished to involve anyone else, but she flatly refused to cooperate until I enlisted a reliable escort. Thus we stand. Though I regret the need to have you complicit in my subterfuge, the idea of exploring with you has me giddy with anticipation. If you could make your way directly to the excavation site in Talanal, the foreman there has been instructed to permit you entrance. Considering the tunnels reach all the way to the palace, security protocols dictate that we receive reports anytime someone enters the ruins. I'll take that as my signal to join you. Via the secret passages, of course. Now let's make preparations. We should, as you say, be ready for anything. Oh, it feels so weird to hear this music again. 1.0, 2.0 music, baby. Oof. Just dropping oof in the chat, boys. Oh yeah, this is where, yeah, this area. Just should abide. Lady Cockshoe says that you have unrestricted access to the ruins for some manner of confidential assignment. I wonder what this has to do with anything what have they found in that collapsed section or... Actually, never mind. I'm not meant to ask any questions. Rubble's been cleared away, but do please watch your footing down there. Want you tripping on a loose rock in the gloom. Oh, right. We've got some accessible stuff. Variant dungeons are a unique type of branching path. Just write an eep in the chat. By exploring these choices along your quest character, you'll gradually reveal new elements of the overarching story. You can go alone, but it's automatically adjusted to provide a challenge between 1 to 4 players. You have actions as well. So just Q and Rampart. Yeah. So we'll have a heal. So. Oh, that was extremely quick. Sildian Subterranean. Shop at Lally-ho, my dudes. Got one of you tree tank. Oh no! Uh... 3 gates, so soon we have a choice to make. Okay. Very well, the adventurous knows best. Who knows what we shall find? Okay. Okay, what achievements are there actually here? Oh, there's a bunch of them. In mere moments this was clear her the inconvenience for our mighty champion. Oh boy, what's the boss gonna be like of her? Seaver's diamonds. What the fudge? Surely now rocking the bridge, okay. Did it bounce or not bounce? Ah! Come on, hurry up, you potato. Target that one. Okay, one more to go. Come on, be targeted. Courage, Dynamo. Quick steps. Oh. I wasn't going to press anything. Okay. Hey, Gran. I was going to say the red ones clearly go boom. Oh god, it's giving us the suck. No! Oh, I see that. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, finally. So the punish matters not, it's reassuring. Most here are kind of tough, huh? Yar. Ah! Why must it be snakes? An audience chamber. Sit on that. I can't right now. Hidden halls. Somebody selecting correct weights. Oh god, really? That's not the right answer. This is quite a lengthy stream, but, you know, this is a special episode anyway. Scapper's rather wide, bearing an acrobatics part, but I'm afraid we're unable to unpass. These levers. It's not that wide. Ah. Yeah. Whee! Oh, this looks like it's the... Oh, looks like this is the final boss of this run. Gladiator. Okay. And you just have to replay this dungeon just to get every critical lore nugget. But alright, cool. Give the old eastern bow. I don't like the look of this arena. It smells trickery. What's he doing? What's he doing? Okay. Ow, what's he... Yikes. Where's a safe place to stand? Here? Ooh. Oh, this is gonna kill me, isn't it? Yep. Oh, what's he doing now? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. This is a mechanic and a half. What? We barely scratched this health bar. Okay. Oof. We need to do a lot more DPS on this boy. Oh! So it works now. You gotta, like... step in between the bars. Ah, crap. Ah! $46, come on. There we go. I'm just trying to find something while I'm trying not to get my teeth kicked in here. There we go, found it. Ooh. Well. Take it. Oh, forgot to put the dot back on him. I walked into that, yeah. Three, two, one. G. Taking out of these fences to put in place to assure escape route for the royal family. What is this trash we're picking up? I'll find out. So this is to make the script out my father left me the key, but can I wonder? Mistress, you might. All done with your assignment then. Kinda. Get here, I'll inform the workers that they are free to head back into the tunnels. Oh, before I forget, I have a message for you from Lady Caucasus. She was to meet you by the quicksand upon your return to Ulda. Safe travels, miss. So yeah, this is our sort of Palace of the Dead-esque style dungeon. Big, juicy, repeatable dungeon just to get stuff. Yum. I know I could have taken a cheeky eat right, but now I'm just going to walk. But yeah, we've really done everything that's in a... that was like the variant dungeon, but the Criterion is like the Savage version, which I'm not going to do because I don't have time for that. It's like you can only get like limited reses. It's pretty top tier. Welcome back, Mistress You Might. As Coco Shoe might say, "'Tis I, Dynamo. Did I fool you?" Wait, what? My lady in waiting yet plays the role of Sultana, but we reasoned it odd if Kokoshu were to enter my chambers and never emerge. Just the disguise also forced me to speak with you without the usual royal fanfare. As for our expedition, that was rather taxing than I anticipated. What I planned was a simple sating of curiosity, has given me much to consider. All that was built upon sacrifice. Silden sacrifice. To know this is one thing, but to actually walk through the decaying ruins of a palace is another. The victor should not seek to bear the price of victory along the bodies of the fallen. I feel that Father wise Sultan, that he was wished for me to learn this lesson. Such revelations aside, I can't help but dwell upon the fuss which mother and father made the choices I would make, and the paths I would take. Other places of import yet lurk behind those portals, for that I am certain. Yes, I would very much like to conduct a more thorough exploration. When time and circumstance permit, of course. Aid me in mapping out this underground enigma. You will find me a very grateful Sultana. In this very moment, however, there are a few Dearie affairs of state which demand my attention. I believe Kokushu wishes a word before you depart, so pray abide here a while if you would. Keep well, Sumiri, and we shall meet again soon. Welcome back, Mistress Knight. Lest you wonder, I promise I am the real Kokushu this time. And I'm Kilfufu, Kokushu's assistant and fellow trusted confidant. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. As part of Her Majesty's inner circle, I simply had to come along to offer my thanks in person. Yes, we are most grateful for your steadfast presence. I worried what would happen if the Sultana first laid out her rather reckless plan, yet she has returned to us not only unharmed, but invigorated. For the sake of Her Majesty's well-being and our continued peace of mind, we hope that you agree to further forays at her side. We are also informed by Mistress Momodi that the Gleamer's guild ship was instrumental in facilitating our request. And then, next we visit Charlene, do pass our warmest regards to Shallow Moor. One nightclub is opening this time. Moonlight Kiss. Heavy Metal Night. Nah, pass. Just to save me some walk. Just to save like 10 minutes of walking. No. I'll finish with the job then, Sumiri. Mr. Modi called us to thank you. To thank us. I'll let you know that you arrived in Ul'dah. So the little lady in waiting sends her regards as well, does she? I'm sure she knows how to make a girl feel appreciated. Bear with us. Nah, it's all good, folks. Oh, I should probably give you a nudge of Osmond's direction. He's been scanning the crowds every moment, every few moments, hoping you'd be back to regale him with the tale of your odd-job adventure. If you have the time, I should be thrilled with any scrap of story you care to share. Okay, the survey record's unlocked. With the variant Criterion Dungeon Finder. Available in the main menu. Nice! New entries will be added to the log when you complete each possible route through the variant dungeon. Oh, fucking hell, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Sumiri, how fare your adventures? You wouldn't happen to have any you'd like to share, would you? Yeah, here's one of them. The Sul'din subterranean. I am passing familiar with its history. And Mistress Momodi's client had you exploring this network of tunnels and aqueducts? Yep. Fascinating. By your description, this mysterious gate's floral motif sounds very much like a gerbera, or daisy if some prefer to call it. Shallow Moor is a resident botanical expert, so I can only tell you what she's told me. The gerberas are a common sight in Ul'dah, having adapted to thrive in Talanal's arid climate. But I've also read that the Royal House of Torin had something of a special special relationship with these blooms. And was it not during Tauren Dynasty that the Sildur's waterways were purged of zombies? Curious. The Tauren shadows flickers ever present at the edges of your tale. I understand you are not at liberty to tell me everything, but even the abridged account would be absolutely captivating. A sealed gate, the hidden paths which lie beyond, the kind of perilous locales a poor combatant such as myself would read about but never hope to wish. Would never hope or wish to visit. Deep beneath Ul'dah do mighty guardians dwell. What have they been placed to protect? It practically breeds intrigue. Yes, I'm ready to write my adventure epic, and I'll be set in the dank passages of the Sildon subterranean. 420, bitch. 420 blaze it, baby. Well, let me think for a moment. Anything lurking in molding aqueducts for an extended length of time would surely deteriorate as rust or decay set in. Putting aside the question of how long it's been down there, it's not reasonable to expect the inhabitants were once far stronger. Perhaps strong enough to challenge even the indomitable Sumire, eh? With you as my muse, this book will all write itself. Criterion Dungeon unlocked. Surely someone's collecting nails. Shines bright like diamonds in the sky, but it's actually old slag. That's cute. But for all he calls me his tormentor, Osmond and I do good work well together. My herbal policies suit his book-weary eyes, and I benefit from his encyclopedic knowledge on, well, damn near everything. It's a symbiotic relationship. Nothing worth showing now, but this means we're putting together carefully crafted. Okay. What am I supposed to do with these? I'm supposed to cash them in somewhere, but where? Guild ship exchange. Ah, here we are. Oh, this is where we get to... Oh. Yeah, I saw this on the, So this is the glamour set you can get. You get some spy gear. My dad can't be a spy, he's not spy enough! I wasn't out. My dad can't be a spy, he's not cool enough! Except in the noir gear. And we got a total of 3 of those. This'll take a long time, folks. We also have the earrings. It's gonna be a knot ear. Oh, because it's got the crest on it. Ample appreciation. An illustrated manual to show, not tell, that the bell of the boss newest fashion is quite ambitious. Indeed. Learn how to do the wow emote. Oh, that's, I saw that in the patch notes. Where it's just like, you got your you just like got your hands in front of your face, like in a fist, going, "Yay! Wow!" Eyes are sparkling. Okay, so that's something to chase. But the silver, though, this is for the top tier players. So I have the framers and a Trowan and an orchestration roll. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Nothing too crazy. So how do I access? Oh, I was going to say, how do I find it? There it is. And that's the hard to do one. Preset only. Interesting. So that was the one we found. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got the 8th one. As we got to the little throne. Wow. Well. Well, I think this is where we end today's episode, folks. Our big special 6.25 stream. We did some Hildebrand. We got ourselves a new Manderville Harpo. That's going to take some upgrading. Not the strongest right now. It's got high crit. All it has is just a higher crit rate. But hopefully, in the next, in the 6.3 whatever, we'll get the next piece of the puzzle. So we're gonna have some good fun. We're gonna have some fun. Now we have fun. Yeah. I forgot to change my minion. Ah, whatever. Hildy, you're always a star in my books. So what's next for Sumeria Might? Well, who knows? Wally might play tomorrow. We might. Because... do I have it still saved? No. Because tomorrow's All Saints Weeks. All Saint Weeks. It's the Halloween event. Which got pushed back, and I think we did like in January or something. But who cares? We got some spooky stuff coming up. For I will no longer be great, for I will be spooky. But yeah, my Abras, Kidabras and Alakazams. I wish you all well. But thank you all for watching this gigantic stream of sheer madness. Showing a showcase of what 6.25 has to offer. For I have to go and now do important lame stuff in the background. So yeah, join me tomorrow. All going well, schedule-wise. For the next adventure awaits. If not, we'll stream this Friday, I guess? Friday or Saturday. We'll do something. I got some stupid plans for the Halloween streams. Well... yes, but as I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as every YouTuber's forced to say. All hail our glorious overlord Scoogle, and praise be to Heidelin. No, wait, that's Christian Gaming Sunday. Wait, that's... I jest. But have some fun. Enjoy 6.25. Be a Manderville man when you can. And I'll be a gentle woman. Well, 40 minutes to go until, I go back to the mines. Well, see you then, folks. Right. See you, folks. Take care. And I lally-ho goodbye.